made a big plan that you were going to go to these different locations and see clouds.
So when I started writing about clouds, I didn't really know how to organize my study and organize my book. The classic way to discuss clouds is discuss them by altitude. You start with the low clouds and just work your way up from low to high or high to low. Clouds weren't appearing in my life in order of altitude, so I had to figure out some other system, some other structure. I was new to Washington State and discovered that the state is divided into bioregions, 10 bioregions that are defined by climate, topography, plant, flora, and fauna. So we have 10 distinct regions. And I thought, well, there are 10 different cloud types, 10 different regions. Wouldn't it be cool if I planned a field trip to each of these regions and observed that special cloud that was there only in that region? So I thought, well, let me think about the first easy one was to write about the rain clouds, the nimbostratus clouds in the rainforest in the rainy season. I thought I was so brilliant. This was a great plan. So what I did was planned a trip to visit the rainforest, the Quinault rainforest, in April, the rainy season. So April as in April showers. Great plan. I took a friend with me, a foul weather friend I call her, and we went to the Quinault rainforest and we arrived with perfect sunshine. And I thought, where are my nimbostratus clouds? Here I am. I'm ready to write about rain. I'm ready to hike in the rain. I'm ready to get wet and drenched and write about what it's like to experience a nimbostratus. And I was totally shut out by the sunny skies. That was my last of my bioregion trips for the study of clouds. I understood, of course, I should have understood earlier, but it took that trip for me to realize that clouds were just going to come into my life when they were ready, and that my moving around, pursuing them like a storm chaser was really not going to work. One of the clouds I really wanted to see was the ones we see that form over Mount Rainier often and other peaks in the Cascades and elsewhere, the Lennies or the Altocumulus lenticularis, the really dramatic spaceship-like clouds that started the UFO craze in 1947. I had seen them only from a distance. I wanted to see a spectacular display. Had never timed my visits to Mount Rainier or my views of the mountain to see these clouds. So one August, my father had come out to visit, and I thought, great, we'll go up to Mount Rainier just for the day to look around, to have lunch, to look at the wildflowers. And we got up to the mountain. It was a beautiful sunny day, 80 degrees in August. The ground was still covered with snow, and we're just wandering around, and we're looking at the mountain, admiring this peak, and all of a sudden I see this sort of wispy whiteness forming over the mountain. And I thought, oh, it's going to be a Lenny. I'm going to be able to tell my dad all about these Lennies and the story, and we're going to watch this spectacular cloud form. I can't believe this is happening right then. It didn't form into a Lenny. What happened was that cloud, that sort of wispy whiteness, just hovered over the mountain, like it was almost hugging it in a protective way. And not as spectacular as a Lenny, but that cloud was so important for me and my father right then. My father was visiting me after my mother, his wife, died that same year, and he was in a state of grief. And I think that cloud and our sharing of that experience of that cloud and that beauty and that stability of that cloud hovering over the mountain and the strength of Mount Rainier really brought him a sense of strength and stability and solace that really neither of us expected. And I think it was a real gift from the clouds to offer that to us. And I love the fact that it was so serendipitous, but was the cloud I didn't expect to see, but exactly the cloud that we both needed to see that day.